Hi, classmates. Good evening. My full name is Nelson Eduardo Perdomo Bautista. Today, I am going to be the teacher in this activity, past, present, and future. The intention and that kind of activities the student increase the abilities, increasing the skills, and learn a little bit about that terms and past, present, and future. Well, I'm going to start the next part of activity. In this activity, I am going to explain the topics about that activity, past, present, and future. The past is past simple, watch and learn, and part one is past simple, irregular verbs, and part one simple past exercise, part two present simple do and does, part two present simple, part three future con with will, part three future watch and learn, and part three practice exercise will. Well, instructions are pay attention the students to develop that activity. Listen please. This encounter shows some activities that can help you to achieve or understanding about the reading and writing features. Please keep your attention and be participant in this activity. Okay, right, my dear students, the intention is to do that kind of activity. For one, add simple. To ask this is the main turn of the activity. To ask questions in the simple past, you have to use the word did. You must be placing the word did at the beginning of the sentence. If there is another word like what, where, why, put it after it. Remember that you should not add it to the verb for regular verb or use of the simple past tense of the verb for irregular verb. This is an interactive video. I talk about that, explain a little bit the past simple. In this part, the intention is that students develop that activity and increase the abilities referred to past simple. I'm going to start to show that activity, my dear students. Well, in this activity show past simple three questions. The intention is that kind of activities that students develop that activities and during the activities and learn a little bit about a past simple with did. I'm going to start with that. Did did she did she do did they visit did occurs did he look after did he buy this song? Did Susan finish did we listen did the play did she make yeah, were they in this case I can apply And the reply with did and past simple because was where is the present with verb be. Did she pass and pass the pass the, was he happy? Did the boys work? And did she get up? I am going to check the activity, my dear students. Well, well, did I visit? Sorry, I check again. Sorry. Well, 50 questions. Well, I'm going to start the activity. Now I'm going to do the next activity in this question. Needs develop that part in this section. Well, yeah, in this part, I did the activity. This is a past simple with the verb in the form past. For example, she could not see. She says said. Said is the past of said. I'm so glad I found you. Past of verb find. I stood as long as I could. Past of verb stand. The ground gave the under her feet. The past of verb give. Number 6. I went to see him the other day. The past of verb go. I thought it could someone to that. The past of think. In a few minutes he stood before the ship. Past of stand. But they had little to tell us. The past of have and my was got to her of it is the past of get. This is the past simple activities. The next part is develop that activity. Well, one moment, escape, develop, sorry, sorry, well, here, sorry. One moment. I'm going to develop. That's simple. Did you close the door? Did Claire finish homework? Did he have a bath? Did the boy jump? Jump. Sorry. Did Ronald visit the Tower of London? Did Peggy and Olivia then to look is the verb base for in this case area. Did Peggy and Olivia look after baby? Did she make an invitation card herself? Number 8. Did the girl drop did Tim buy the green t-shirt last Monday? And 10, did they practice hard this morning? This is a link to develop that activity. Yeah, I am going to do this activity on this section of the presentation. After that, I am going to start with a present simple with do and does. Remember, if you want to describe the present in real time, it's the basic form and the infinitive is used for a subject, except for the third person singular, he, she, it, which adds an else to the end. In this image, explain the present simple in affirmative, negative, and question. In this case, with affirmative, the subject, verb, and complement. For example, I speak English, subject, verb, and complement. In this case, he speaks Spanish, present, verb, and complement. In this case, he speaks. Add else because he is the third person of singular. They live in London. Subject, verb, and complement. Now, she lives in Paris. Subject, verb, and adds in this bar of verb and complement. A negative question is she is a subject, el auxiliary do and does. Remember, do and does in this case use do is in this case don't, negative form, don't in I, you, we, you, they. First, second, and second person in singular, and first and second person in plural. For example, subject, auxiliary, verb. For example, she speaks Italian is in base affirmative. In negative, could say she doesn't speak Italian because you use doesn't because doesn't is the third person of singular. You use doesn't. This is the negative form, and the question is in auxiliary first subject and verb. For example, in affirmative, you speak English, and in the question, do you speak English? In the affirmative form, he speaks German, sorry, and the question is, does he speak German? In this case, the else disappear in this part of the verb. In this case, I am going to develop that activity in Word where the students put the activity to develop in this case. The intention in that kind of activity is put, undo, and just refer your knowledge and refer the previous attention to develop the activity. Remember do and that and the second and third person and singular of plural. In this case, I'm going to do this. I, she, my mother, it, my friend, you put in do, your brother put in do, your brother put he does, my friends do, they do, my friends I do, he, we, Rosie, my dad, and mommy dad, and sing this part of Titi.